Call of Duty is a beautiful mess. The $800 million brand did things it has never done before. And like always, the community is split. This isn't a bad game. It's a terrible one. This video will be breaking down and grading the overall gunsmith, progression system, and multiplayer experience of this game, Modern Warfare 2022. That's what we're going to call it. And we're going to throw the maps in there as well. They're going to get a grade as well. We're going to hit a few bases this video. So if this is your first or last time pulling up, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you could have been doing anything else, but you're here rocking with the Impulse Nan brand clan. And without further ado, if you really want to become part of the community, make sure you hit that link in the bio to join our Discord as we keep the energy pumping, as we have off video conversations, as we continue to cultivate this community. Everyone has a voice here. So I am not pleased with this Call of Duty whatsoever. There are those who are simply unhappy with this game in totality. I am one of those people. They argue that the game isn't innovative enough. I am also one of those people. You know, one of the things that pisses me off about this game is the Hulu user interface. I mean, let's talk about it. Like, Hulu did this exact same thing in 2012, right? 2013. I don't remember. Somebody can let me know in the comments. But did everybody from Hulu get fired and get picked up from Blizzard, Activision? Did you have a friend that's like, hey man, I know a guy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating on people keeping the lights on, but damn, this user interface is trash. And that leads me directly into the segment where we break down and we talk about the maps. Guys, I just gotta say, along with the user interface, let me get that correct, these maps suck. These maps are terrible. These are the worst maps in Call of Duty history. So check this out. I have a growing theory. If all these brands and companies want to build off of this live service movement that seems to be cultivating modern gaming, then I think maybe you should put some of your stuff that you have in the vault in rotation. Call of Duty, it is not hard for you to put every map you have ever made ever into a 60-day rotation that A, keeps the player count high and invested, B, keeps everyone thoroughly engaged so it doesn't get stale, and C, you get hit with that little bitty dose of nostalgia on why you played said map with friends. I just don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. I don't understand how in 2022 going on 2023, you know, we're like less than 50 days left in the year, 58 days left in the year. Sorry for not recording this if my math is wrong. This shit is trash. I'm just going to call it what it is. And I really had high hopes for a 2-year development cycle to produce more than this. And you know what's so crazy about the maps? Do you want to know what's so crazy about these maps? 2 of the best maps in the game did not even get proper licensing. Now, I don't know if you guys are new to Dominating Impulse or Impulse Gaming. If you ever checked out some of our content live, I've always said intellectual property is priceless. Priceless. I have no sympathy for Call of Duty. If I was F1 and if I was that hotel in Europe, yeah, run that shit the fuck up. So then I can hit you with that fat ass lawsuit. I don't even want a settlement. Keep it in the game. Don't take it out. Who knows what that's going to be happening. So overall, I would like to give the maps and the user interface an F. It was piss poor. It was lazy. And I just don't know what more can be said. Because you know what also brings the maps down? The gameplay. Like the gameplay. How many times can we play Hardpoint, TDM, Search and Destroy, Domination? They tried to do some innovative things with Prisoner Break and Invasion. Shit was okay for about an hour. It's kind of mid. Let's just call it what it is. It's kind of mid. So I'm going to give those 2 selections an F. Period. I did enjoy the third person mode that they brought back from Modern Warfare 4. That was a nice breath of fresh air. It was pretty enjoyable. You actually can pretty much be locked into it. Kind of has GTA 5 feels a little bit if you've been playing, RP a little bit, but it was very much enjoyable. Now the gunsmith system and the progression system. It's like we learned nothing from fucking Halo. Man, guys, the gunsmith system and the progression system totally frustrated me in this game. And you know what really took me out of this game? Do we even know what skill-based matchmaking is? And that's for its own video that I'm going to break down in, in the future, in the next coming days. But, like, the gunsmith. So you mean to tell me I have to use one weapon, level it up to level 12 to unlock another weapon that's not even in the same wheelhouse, but somehow the attachments from the weapon that's not even in the same wheelhouse of said weapon A unlocks? Do you see how crazy that shit sounds? It sounded crazy when I wrote it in the script. It sounds crazy as I'm saying it in this recording, guys. The shit is crazy. It's confusing. You know what the problem with this game is? And it's part of the gunsmith system. It's part of the progression system. This game has zero identity. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be a tactical looter shooter. It doesn't know if it wants to be a boots on the ground arcade shoot it up. It doesn't know. It's in between all these different themes, ideals, and it doesn't want to piss anybody off. And that is exactly part of the problem. That is exactly part of the problem. That's exactly why the progression system works. I have never played a Call of Duty where in an opening couple of weeks I haven't touched one double XP coin, and I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered this. I got the disc version. I have a PS5. It was trash. There was no badges. So you mean to tell me that we're basically playing multiplayer? We're basically doing this, leveling up these guns for skins and camos and operator unlocks. Wow. Good fucking luck, guys. Good fucking luck. We're going to be lost in the sauce if this is the formula going forward. And you know what? I'm going to drop this as a little segue and a little tidbit before we get into our closing segments of this. You know how they said we're not going to get a Call of Duty for about 2 years? We're going to get a Call of Duty in 2023, guys. Just don't be surprised when you see that on your store shelves, right? So the overall experience for the gun system and the progression, the guns in this game are visually beautiful. The authentic sounds of this game, how they feel, how they shoot, what you do with them in gun fights. It's Modern Warfare. It's Call of Duty. So I'm never going to have a problem with that. So, and that's why I think that one caveat probably saves this segment from getting a passing grade, and I'm going to give it a C- because the progression alone, like, what the fuck? No double XP, bro? Did you guys learn from Halo, bro? You obviously didn't. But that is why this game is a beautiful mess. So love it or hate it, the Battle Royale genre has changed the way we look at multiplayers and first-person shooters forever. I think we need to have and pay homage to the parodies of some of the games that came before the success of Warzone. And I'm talking the Fortnites. I'm talking the PUBGs. Apex, even in its own right, has solidified its player count. Some people will say, and they'll die on the hill, that Apex is the best battle royale looter shooter. I don't know about that, but that just lets you know there are options out there. And the multiplayer aspect of just grinding for skins, guns, and camos has definitely died off. And I think the era of the drops of Call of Duty weekend and gearing up and dropping in lobbies and doing the same thing that we've always been doing, that's gone. So developers really need to think long and hard and decisive about how they want to do multiplayer, because they know it and we know it. And I think a general sense of anyone who plays these looter shooters knows it, that multiplayer has been phased out with the Battle Royale. If you just want to play it just because you got off work, you want to get you a couple beers and you don't want to sweat your balls off, I totally understand that. But in aspects, what are you really playing for? There's not even a ranked system in this game, guys. Like, that's the problem. Like I said, we're going to get into that skill-based matchmaking in another video. But we don't even have a rank system. There's no win-loss record. There's no accuracy. There's no anything. No fucking anything. Excuse my language. I'm just very passionate about why this game is trash. It is borderline the worst Call of Duty ever made, and I only say that because this is definitely a reskinning, reimagined, lazier version of Modern Warfare 2019, just on next-gen hard drives and systems, and that is not an excuse to develop a game for 2 years and you give us this. I don't think if you can say you're a Call of Duty fan, a first-person shooter game fan, you will enjoy this game for more than an hour. There are still addictive parts to like about this game. But overall, that's actually where it stops. The visuality, you might be playing with your friends for a minute, and then that's, I'm on to something else. So overall grade of the player experience, D-. I think we just need to be realistic with ourselves, guys. Call of Duty releases aren't what they used to be. But then again, they might. And I say that because when you sell $800 million in a release weekend, you definitely have to be doing something right. You definitely have to be pressing all the right buttons. Now, what I can say is Call of Duty is great at doing one thing very, very well, and that's creating a decisive split down its community. Some people enjoy this game. A lot more people hate this game. You can see all over the internet, from praising to bashing to celebrating to saying this is downright a piece of shit, and everything in between. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. I can say for myself, Call of Duty is in the state of mid. And not only is it in a state of mid, I thoroughly believe this entire game was solely built for Warzone 2.0. Developers know it, players know it, the pro players know it. Call of Duty is in a different era, and the multi-era phase is definitely dead. We almost can't confirm it at this point. Almost can we confirm it. Till next time, I hope you guys enjoy this. Hey, leave a like, subscribe, comment, join the Discord. Check us out weekly on Twitch. We're going in. We're finishing God of War. We're checking out Call of Duty, of course. And we're going to be playing a little bit of Gotham Knight. There is a lot of different elements to the Impulse Nation, and I would love for everyone to be a part of it. So make sure you hit that notification bell as we continue to rock, roll, and do this content creation journey. It's always an experience here, and I'm grateful for everybody to be a part of the experience. Till next time, King of the Podcast, Casual Gamer, I am out.